Hello, Dr. Karen Can here. Welcome to another edition of the Spiritual Medicine Digest. As a child, I was really into going to the planetarium and seeing space and the planets and, everything in outer space really intrigued me. Now, when it came to black holes, that was one thing that actually scared me. Maybe it was movies showing that ships that would disappear into the black hole would never come back and people would never be seen again. And somehow you'd be in some sort of weird limbo of existing, non-existing. So it's interesting how I think Hollywood or those other people that talk about black holes may have inadvertently scared us or on purpose scared us about black holes. Now, do I know, what a black hole is exactly and can I explain it in quantum physics? Not really. The only thing is Source asked me to talk to you about the no thing or the nothing, which has analogies to the black hole. So recently, Sir Roger Penrose, a scientist, got the Nobel Prize, and partly for his theory about how black holes actually work. Because in the past, we thought that, black holes just kind of just suck everything in with the intense gravity, and then that's it, end of story, end of life, end of everything. However, what's really interesting is in my conversations with Source over the last several years, the universe, the reality, if you will, is breathing. So it's like expanding and contracting. But we're actually continuing to be on an expansion phase as of this recording anyway. And so the universe keeps expanding and evolving in that way. So I've not yet checked whether it is contracting. So far, when I've checked, it's always been expanding. So we're in the breathing in, if you will, part of our cycle. So what Sir Roger Penrose was talking about in his cosmology theory was that there's no beginning and end of the universe. It is actually cyclical. So there is the singularity, then creation stabilizes, and then it contracts in on itself to another singularity, and so on and so forth. So that's the best way I can describe it, not being an astrophysicist, okay? But Nassim Haramein might have a better explanation, so I'll put that link below. So check out his resonance.science.org website. A lot of great stuff in there and some classes as well. How does that pertain to you? Well, here's the thing. When we are scared of going into the no thing or the nothing or being destroyed, okay, that helps us run away and do everything but go into the no thing. And here's the truth, is that if you are willing to go to the no thing, if you will, to be in the nothing, no thing, then that is where your creative powers can have or can birth new things. To go into the no thing, you can birth new things. So I believe that those that would hold us back do not want us to actually know that technology, to understand that if we purposefully and consciously go into the no thing, that is a way we can utilize our superpowers to create the something or the new thing out of the no thing that we actually want to see and experience in this world. So they keep us trapped on the surface, just thinking about what's already manifested and reacting to that rather than go to the no thing and create something brand new. But there's more and more of us that are realizing, wow, it's not so scary in the black hole. This is just part of the universal growth and evolution cycle. And so we can go purposefully into the no thing, or what I call the still point, or the stillness, or the 0 point field, the actual singularity with your consciousness, to be able to seed it with whatever it is you desire to see in the world. Now, there is a little bit of practice doing that, but it's actually not hard. One of the things that I teach is what I call stillness on the fly, using my technique, stillness through observing internal movement. It is a doorway into that still point or stillness. There are many other ways of doing it. I'm a fan of Dr. Frank Kinslow's work, the Kinslow system. Reading his book, The Secrets of Instant Healing. He has a 2-finger technique there, which can help you get into that same space, what he calls you stillness. So you can get the you feeling and then you stillness. So I'm not going to describe that here. You can check out his work. The stillness through observing internal movement will get you there as well. I just really love it because as a sensitive soul and as a person who has primary gifts in clairsentience, I'm already feeling a lot. So I might as well just feel the energy and movement running in my body to get into that 0 point field or the no thing in order to create. So I think it's interesting how, as a child, I was scared to go there. And then now that's kind of sort of what I teach to do. Interesting, isn't it? So there's a lot of resistance to going to the no thing. Think about how busy we are in everyday life. Now, I know my life is busy. If someone from the outside looks on, and yes, I do a lot, but the doing is very, very different from what the doing was years ago when I was struggling with stress and fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, autoimmune disease, right? A strained relationship between my parents and loved ones. And you know, it's very interesting that that was a beautiful place for me to be in order to discover everything that I've discovered since then. So even though I am busy doing, more and more I am able to be and actually visit, if you will, that still point or stillness while I am doing. So being while I am doing. And what's really interesting is that things start manifesting in ways that I wouldn't even dream of, very positive things, because it's in alignment with who I really am, because that in that doing, in that being space, I can be in the doing as well as being simultaneously and resonate my core energy field and frequency, which then helps to manifest what it is I truly desire. So one of the things we teach people, for example, in my Unlock Your Superpowers course, which is all about unlocking your manifesting superpowers, is that have a picture of what it is you want to create. And not just a picture, but an embodiment, meaning you feel, hear, see, touch with your senses what it is you are experiencing in the future. So one of the things you can do is go into the stillness through observing total movement, feel the energy running in your body. For example, I'm doing it right now while I'm talking to you, able to feel the vibrations in my body. And then what you can do is have a scene that you create in your mind that you then resonate throughout the universe by being in that scene as if you're already there. Like, for example, if I am, let's say I want to go to the Avatar exhibit or the ride, which is in the Animal Kingdom in Florida. And I'm imagining myself being on the bird, and flying through the air. I know it's holographic, but, flying through the air and experiencing this beautiful flight. So I can close my eyes and I can see myself there. I can see my husband there. We're having fun. And we are on this ride flying through the air on Pandora, the planet, the Avatar movie, and just enjoying ourselves, the wind in our hair and, that kind of thing. And just really feel the freedom and the joy and the happiness. When you have emotion involved with your embodiment, oh my gosh, it manifests so much faster. But a lot of people are missing in their visualization that if you go to the no thing first, then you visualize and embody where you want to be, that is a much faster and quicker way to do it. It's literally using quantum physics for your benefit. And the nice thing is, as you resonate what it is you truly want, so many other people are wanting similar beautiful things in their lives, maybe not being on the Avatar bird ride, but other things that energy of you already manifesting through that 0 point field actually helps other people do that as well. So visiting purposefully that singularity, that no thing, can be very powerful for you. And I know that there are, so-called, people call them powers that be. I call them those that would hold us back, really don't want you to know that secret. And I think it's becoming less and less of a secret these days because so many of us are talking about it. So near this video, I'm going to post some links how you can train in that stillness through observing internal movement. There's a free stillness on the fly class I'll post below, as well as that article from Resonance Science. .org. And so it's very important, if you would like to create something different from what you're currently seeing in your current reality, use your imagination to do it and then embody it. But first go into the no thing. So the no thing, what does it feel like in there? Well, it's a place where they call it stillness, so there's no extraneous egoic thought, but you can't go into it with your ego telling you, well, stop thinking, stop thinking, stop thinking, because the minute you stop thinking, it's like I say purple elephant, what do you see? Purple elephant, right? So forcing the mind to stop thinking is really, really difficult and almost impossible to get to the no thing. Using your senses to do that is a different way. I use my clairsentience, and that we teach that in stillness through observing internal movement. The senses to do that through my clairsentience, telling the mind, getting it busy on focusing on the energy and movement in the body, and that naturally gets me through that doorway into the no thing. The other ways you can do it is use your dominant sense. Clairsentience is my dominant spiritual gift, but maybe yours is clairaudience. Maybe yours is clairessence, smell. Okay, maybe yours is clairvoyance. So you can use that in different ways. And I went through this very, very quickly in one of the Shift Network interviews with the lovely and amazing Christine Schaffner. So I will post this near the video and find you that link. So it'll at least give you a little bit of idea how you can use your other senses in case clairsentience is not your dominant sense like mine. I did go through this in great detail in one of my workshops that I did last year called Accessing Your Spiritual Gifts, or Access Your Spiritual Gifts, where we went very slowly, step by step, through all these different ways of doing it. And if you would like, me to redo that workshop or teach you that, and you missed that workshop, go ahead and post below this video and say, yay, put me on the list. At least we can get a head count of how many people would like to get that training, and then we'll create another training for you. But that was really, really I absolutely loved that workshop. So I don't normally do a lot of different types of workshops live, but that is one that I would be willing to do live again if there's enough interest for people to learn how to get into that no thing using other senses other than your clairsentience. So today's TOLPAKAN Healing Activation is around clearing and healing whatever is preventing you from getting to that still point, or being willing to be in that still point to then be able to create. So if there's fear around that, fear of destruction, fear of nothingness. In fact, some of the entities that I've cleared in the past, they were afraid of annihilation, and I get it. Even humans are afraid of annihilation, right? So we think it's some sort of violent, whatever, and we're going to cease to exist. And here's the thing, the universe is existing, expanding, and then it contracts. If that is true, that this is breathing, this is what my current understanding is. And so it's not that big a deal, because we actually don't die. We actually don't die. Maybe we come back as a from an individuated drop back into the ocean of everything, of the all, of the one, and then we can individuate again in that next breath of life, if you will. So it's letting go of that fear, letting go of that terror of destruction, letting go of whatever it is preventing you from being willing to be in that no thing, and that stillness, to actually realize that's where a lot of power lies, your power to create. And as we co-create together, we can have that love, joy, peace, harmony in this world in our lifetime, which is my goal. So are you ready for this activation? So if it is safe for you to do so, you can close your eyes. Feel the energy running your body. You can rub your hands if you'd like to do that, just to feel the energy moving, and then stop, and then feel the vibration in your hand. I'll go ahead and do the directive, and you just notice what happens in your body. Here we go. I now command that anything that's preventing you from being and connecting to the still point or stillness, from being willing to connect to the still point and stillness, from being willing to connect to who you really are in the core, be cleansed, healed, and resolved in the highest and best way, all directions of time and all timelines where you exist, with ease, speed, and grace. Thank you. Okay, so you can just make a note of what that feels like in your body. Would love to know what your reaction is, what you notice in the body, please post in the comments below. If you'd love to share, I'd love for you to share. I'd really appreciate you feeling that. I know that's very, very simple, right? But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be complex. And when we go into the stillness space, you can direct the quantum energies of the universe to do what it is that you want, as long as it's for the highest and greatest good, and as long as you are not attached to when or the outcome. So that's divine timing. That's up to the universe and the co-creation of all the individuated beings in the infiniverse. The when. So as long as we are letting go, that really can help us in our manifestation. So that's this week's Spiritual Medicine Digest. I do have some announcements of what's coming up on Monday's radio show. I will be having a live radio show with Meredith Kelly Oki, and we're going to be talking about the toxicity of blue light. Now, I'm not an expert in blue light. I just know that artificial blue light isn't good for you, and it can mess up your collagen and cause wrinkles. Who wants that, right? But I'm sure there's a deeper learning around that. So I asked her to come on the show to specifically talk about what is with blue light, why is it considered dangerous, and what can we do about it afterwards. So join me at 12 noon Eastern on Monday for that live show. You can call in, ask a question, raise your hand. Would love to see you there. Some other announcements, some cool stuff, new stuff. A reminder that the Trans-Dimensional Alchemy program that I launched through UWealth Revolution is going to be starting the Package B live sessions on Friday, Friday, June 3rd. So for 4 Fridays, we're going to be doing live group healing. And if you're in Package B, that means you and everyone in your family, your household family members who give me permission to do that. And in addition to the 4 modules that we're covering, the module on, healing inner child trauma, the module on, flipping and transmuting negative emotions that have seeded and fractalized over multiple timelines, in addition to turning down your sensitivity as a sensitive soul to reacting to whatever is around you, and also teaching you how to create a spiritual Faraday cage about negative things in someone else that you do not have permission to heal in order to help them be healthier and you be safer. And monoatomic metamorphosis, how to create a healing elixir out of negative toxic things, elements in your body. So we're going to teach you to do all of that in the live, and whatever else needs to heal for the people that are there. So this is going to span over 4 sessions. We're going to do as much work as we can for the group, asking for your feedback, what's going on with you, what can we heal on behalf of the group and individuals. So if you would like some personalized healing from me, this is a great place to be. As we all resonate in that still point, what happens is automatic healing occurs, which is very exciting. The bigger the group, the bigger the effect, the faster the effect. So that's why I really like doing this. And I don't offer free trainings in like this anymore, or not that often anyway, because my schedule is so full. But if you are interested in receiving, it's a very low price point to get in. So package A, I believe, is $99 or $97. Package B is $147. And if you're in package A wanting that live healing and more personalized healing for you and your family members, because there's no extra charge for your family members being involved and watching it with you, then you can upgrade. So I'll put that link near this video as well. If you're new to Transdimensional Alchemy, you don't know what the heck this is about, I just summarized it, but you can read it on the page as well. So I'll put that link below. Remember, we start in a number of days. So this is one of the few live trainings that I'm going to be doing this year. So if you're interested, please sign up now. So I'll put that link below. Some other announcements, the Healthy Habits, Healthy Life video series, every week going through a new healthy habit. Just launched the one last weekend around healthy hair habits. So you get to see my bathroom and some of the hair products that I use, and some of the healthy hair habits I have. So I hope you enjoy that one, and I'll put that link below here as well. And then I have a recent LifeWave micro training that I recorded related to how to use stem cell phototherapy patches to support the healthy function of your thyroid gland. So in case you have any thyroid issues, where a lot of women over 40 do, that may be really helpful for you. So I'll put that link near this video as well. And yeah, so I think that's it for this week. Thank you so much for joining me for the Spiritual Medicine Digest. Until next time, lots of love and bye for now.